What's going on, brothers? Yes, let me tell you the name. Got a video for you. It's written title, Lockout, Part 42. Here goes. So, Brother Black Mind was discussing on his channel in his most recent video that this whole gender conflict is shifting globally. He says that it's shifting globally, and it's shrinking somewhat here in the States. And I can agree with that. I can agree with that because, let's be honest, a lot of these Gen Z females and a few of these spin sales are playing possum. They're retreating back to normal, basically they're trying to retreat back to gender norms because it's becoming increasingly difficult to be a girl boss. You heard what I said, it's becoming increasingly difficult for them to be a girl boss, especially when these young guns don't want to pay for these tropes food, don't want to pay these tropes bills, their car note. They don't want to lie down so these tropes run them over. They're not going for that shit anymore. And the reason why they're not going for it anymore is because they know that these tropes are doing this on purpose. All of that fraud, usury, pride, and vanity that they put out on TikTok 24/7, 7 days a week, it speaks for itself. That's why this gender conflict is shifting. It's shifting because young men have backed off. Hell, I backed off. All this mayhem, this stupidity, and this drama, it does nothing for young men, it does nothing for me. It does nothing for a person's spirit. I mean, it's not productive. And that's why young men have backed off. They're locking these trollops out. And these trollops are trying to retreat back to gender norms, say that they want to be trad wives, because they want a soft landing. They want a soft landing, and a lot of them know that they can't compete. You heard what I said? They can't compete. These trollops and ditch pigs, these DNA dumpsters, they can't compete with AI girlfriends. They can't compete with dolls. They can't compete with video games. They can't compete with corn, and they can't compete with passports. They cannot compete. That's why they're retreating back to gender norms and pretending the feminism never happened. And that's not going to help them because they've already shown the world who and what they are. You know what that is? Net liabilities. They're net liability. If you're on social media falsely accusing young men and men in general for things they have not done for social media clout, you are a net liability. If you say that you want a traditional relationship because you expect young men to foot the bill and give you a soft landing, you're a net liability and a fucking parasite. That's what you are. And young men, enough young men have gotten wise to that. I mean, you know it's bad when even high school young men, young guns in high school are saying they want to basically travel to see the world and try to date foreign. Game's over for these trollops. These young men have locked them out, and I'm okay with that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take it a step further and just say it like this. For you brothers out there, you young guns, who made the free will decision to just back off from all this drama, mayhem, and stupidity, you're making the right choice. You're making the right choice. To hell what these bitch-made simps think. To hell what these dating roaches think. To hell what these spin sales think. To hell what these ditch pigs and these hygienically challenged tree stumps think. They were given a sporting chance to pull their shit together and like they got some sense. They didn't do that. They kept bearing false witness, and they kept hamstringing men. They did it for 55 years. And now they're screwed. They're screwed. They're out of gas. But somehow, these spin sales, these ditch pigs, these bitch-made simps, these other gynocrats and hyenas are arrogant enough to really believe that they're going to make these young guns who've fallen back participate and play the game. They can't make us do it. They can't make us be willing participants in our demise. They can't make us do it. That's why we've locked them out. If you brothers out there who haven't mastered your lockout game and perfected it, go and get on that. We're approaching the end of the first month of the year, and shit is already crumbling and going sideways. As I've said in my previous video, round 1 was Thanksgiving, round 2 is Christmas, the third and final round will be that filthy ass holiday called Lupercalia, which today we call it Valentine's Day. Pull up a chair, grab some popcorn, and watch the fuckery. And while you're watching the fuckery, encourage other young guns to lock these trollops out. We are not obligated to save them. It is not our duty, nor our responsibility to open our pockets, basically open our wallets to give them a soft landing. It's not our job. It's not our job to open our wallets to give them a soft landing. If they're girl bosses, if they're strong and independent, they don't need no man, then tell them to put up or shut up. Tell them to pay their own bills. Tell them to fight their own battles and shoulder all the financial burdens. Tell them to do that. This is Mgtow. That's all I got for you. Let the bass here in the commentary for you to subscribe. If you're enjoying it, visit my channel, if I tip jar. Right right inside the screen, that's your blitz icon. The cash app's there too. Alright fam, alright brethren, you know the drill. You know routine, go away, live away, SYSBM. As for these ditch pigs, these trollops, these DNA dumpsters, these hyenas, and those who got problems with what we say, how we say it, give them nothing. This is Mgtow PSA. Welcome to tight. See you soon.